Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Heretic Mansion. I'm your host, John.
Hey, I'm Neos. You guys know who I am already.
Yeah, it's just gonna be the two of us tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. It's been quiet. Nobody has been really tuning in to TGS but us. And yeah.
Yeah, we are back after another short hiatus. I said in the last episode that we were gonna go back to our normal schedule, but a bunch of things came up. I'm going to a 4-year college now. A bunch of stuff happened with Neos, but I'm not gonna talk about. But anyway, Tokyo Game Show is now over, and we have a lot of SMT related stuff to talk about.
Well, I wouldn't say it's well, technically it's over for SMT
Yeah,
news,
that's all
but
we care about.
maybe down the line towards the end we might get some small details, but I highly doubt. Like they're showing off uh what is it? The Vanillaware game and Dragon's
That
Crown
Aegis
today
Rim,
apparently.
whatever, from the makers of Dragon's Crown.
Yeah, I'm not really going to cover that. I mean, you guys could go to Persona Central and read up on it, but like, yeah, if anything, yeah, like um, John said, he's in college. I'm also in college too, so I've been trying to keep up with pretty much what's going on in the community right now because I've got like maybe like a few assignments that I can probably just blow out the water, which luckily I've been able to this week. So I'm pretty much Gucci until whenever I get that, stuff. But basically, I had to do a lot of preparation beforehand so I can, tune in with TGS and stuff. And yeah, sacrifice some fucking sleep. But besides the point, we're back. Hopefully, we're gonna try to get stuff out. We're gonna try to get more podcasts uh, out early instead of late.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The next episode we're working on, we're having a very special guest on. I'm not
yeah.
gonna say who, but he was on Cathedral of Shadows.
Let's just say it's something DDS related, but that's all I'm gonna be saying.
I think that was a dead giveaway, but we'll let them figure out themselves.
Whatever.
Okay, but although before we get to Tokyo Game Show, the first thing we're gonna talk about, it's kind of old news, but it's
Yeah,
Persona
older
related.
news.
Yeah,
Yeah, older news. Way back when we had the first concert, the Persona concert, the Super P Bomb, whatever bullshit. They unveiled P3D and P5D. Well, P3. Well, basically the two games plus the
it's
two
like
dancing games
Persona
plus
3. I think it's Persona 3 Dancing Moon Knight and Persona 5 Dancing Star Knight.
honestly, I'm not gonna even bother putting that into an acronym or whatever. And yeah, P5Q,
Yeah,
Persona 5Q, the sequel that nobody asked for, but
we got.
we gotta milk it. That's for sure. Personally, like seeing these titles, in my opinion, I'm not like a huge rhythm game fan. I actually don't really like rhythm games. I think they're kind of just a meme in a sense. But hey, the good thing about these two games, they're actually coming on the PS4 as well, and not on a Vita. So down the line, if I wanted to give these games a try, I don't actually have to go out and buy a dead console to play this shit on because I have a PS4.
Yeah, I think the PS Vita is pretty much dead.
I know. And I mean, you guys can shoot up in the comments and say, "Hey, that's the Vita is it's not dead.
It's still getting games, but I mean,
Yeah,
it's not exactly selling the best.
but here's the thing. If I can't walk to my local EB Games or my local Walmart or any fucking electronics shop and not find like a Vita on the shelf, it's fucking dead. Like I'm sorry. Like I've tried going out and trying to find a Vita, and most of the time when I go look at Amazon listings, eBay listings, they're asking for 200, they're asking for 400. Look at then keep in mind this is Canadian dollars, so basically my currency is pretty much shit in comparison. But hey, that's a me problem, right? If anything, I'm probably like missing out on like a crap ton of games that are actually really good for that console, but at the same time, I'd have no way of playing it.
Well, the thing is, most of them you can also play on the PlayStation TV.
Oh yeah, that too. But then again, I can't even find a PlayStation TV around my area too.
Yeah,
So it's like,
they actually are getting pretty hard to find. Like I
yeah.
haven't been able to
So
find one either.
yeah, if anything, maybe I can probably get a like PS TV, but like that would involve having to go to the Amazon.com and then pay import taxes, and I'm like, I don't want to pay import taxes. But hey, it's whatever. If I really needed to get my hands on a PS TV and play P4D or whatever, then yeah, sure. Which I didn't really understand. Why did they put P3D, P5D on PS4 and not re-release P4D on PS4? Like,
Maybe they thought that it would save the Vita. I mean, this was 2 years ago.
I mean, if anything, like, it's, I don't know. Like, for me, it's whatever. I just think it would have been cool if they, like, threw on the P4D as well. Maybe down the line they'll figure it out. Maybe they'll say, hey, you know, we're getting more sales on the PS4 than the actual, like, Vita or something, which I highly doubt because Japan loves handheld consoles. So
Yeah.
there's that. So yeah, and P5Q, Persona
P5Q.
Q2. Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I played the first dungeon of PQ like recently. I thought it was okay. Like, here's the thing, because I'm used to old Megami Tensei, so it's like it's really like familiar to me. I don't like this is okay. This is an okay game. Like, I like the gameplay and stuff. It's just a really drag because you gotta it plays like EO, so you gotta put like you have the options to auto map, or you can draw out the maps yourself. But even then, like when I played PQ, I felt like the dungeon crawling mechanics aren't like the same as actual like what's the Soul Hackers had the speed button where you could just hold down B and you'll walk around and you just grind. That was fluid. Like that was perfect.
That's a game, and that's like a 15-year-old game, 20 years now.
Exactly. So I'm looking at fucking PQ. I'm trying to do the same bullshit, and like, oh, I can't because it's like, apparently you can only sprint in one plane. You would have to turn around, like it won't allow you to sprint and then go side to side in while facing the vertical direction. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically that's the thing, because I'm so used to Soul Hackers and how Soul Hackers had that shit, and then you go to PQ, it's like, oh well, fuck you. You have to turn around and then sprint, right? You can't sprint and switch sides or something. I mean,
and
it's okay. It's an okay game.
Well, there was also the whole mechanic of like putting stuff on the map yourself, which is from Etrian Odyssey. Which,
Yeah, I mean, it's like a dead giveaway that Persona Q is basically an EO
it's
clone.
Etrian Odyssey with a Persona skin.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Like, EO should stay as EO. That's fine. Like, EO, you can be your own thing. If you like designing your maps and all this stuff, that's fine. When I saw Persona Q, I actually thought it's gonna play like old SMT, where it's like old dungeon crawling mechanics and all that stuff. But then when I saw it, then when I played it, I was like, this is literally just EO. Like, I'd rather play EO than this.
Exactly.
If anything. Yeah. And I heard Untold 1 and 2 are basically remakes of the first two games. My friend had told me that. I was like, shit, I should have started with Untold. Like, I went out, like, I downloaded the games on my R4 cart, and I was like, why is this fucking game so hard? And he was like, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, another major problem I had with PQ is that in the battles, they drain you of your MP really fast.
Yeah. Basically, when I was playing through the first dungeon, I had to, like, because I was grinding, So like I noticed I'm like I'm fucking out of MP already. So I had to go back to where that warp point, exit the labyrinth, heal, save, go back into the labyrinth, grind again, maybe have like 2 3 battles in. I'm like all my characters are out of MP and I don't know if that's like the actual design of the game, but like at the same time it's like what? Like I shouldn't have to go back and forth just to heal and come back.
Exactly.
It doesn't make any
Makes
sense.
everything
Like,
feel like a chore.
yeah, exactly. So it's well, you know, most SMT games are like a chore, but it really depends on the game. Like,
Not 4 in Apocalypse. Those games, like the dungeons are small, but in most of the
I'm not talking about like modern SMT. I'm talking about like older
oh, okay,
SMT.
yeah, they are a chore.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean,
But
the thing is, Persona Q came out in 2014. SMT 1 came out in the 90s. Same with SMT 2 and If.
yeah, so like I don't know. At the same time, I'm like, hey, it's a dungeon crawler. I'm fine with it. Like it's basically one of the Persona games I can tolerate. Like I tolerated Persona 5. I thought it was okay. Like I couldn't play 4 because I'm like I could like legit slapped into disc for 4, played it, started a new game. I heard Chie talking. I hold down my my PS2's power button so fucking goddamn hard until it shut off. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't play this now. So I'm like, I'm gonna put like Persona 4 is gonna be a side project for me. I can't do it at the moment. And then P3, of course, I said this in previous podcasts. I lost my save file, and all my work went to waste. So I was like, I'll play this whenever. P2 I finished recently, and P1 that's also a project for later. But yeah, but yeah, like PQ, P5Q. I want to finish PQ before that comes out because I want to know what it's about. But I really think what they should have done with P5Q, pretty much bring back like the older characters. That would have been nice, you know, instead of just being exclusively
At least have
P5.
one character cameo.
Yeah, like one character cameo. Like I said this when P5 came out. For the Persona anniversary, I was expecting secret boss battle like Tatsuya or like Naoya from P1 and P2. And that shit never happened. We got fucking costumes instead. I mean, that's okay. Like if you want to spend like $10, what is it? $10 US on a piece of clothing? Right? Almost $10? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's
around the
$7.
ballpark. I was like 3 off, but whatever. But yeah, like that's cool if you want to. I just really think they should have done more with that. Like it would make P5 like because even if they were going in with the intentions of what with these DLC costumes to like represent the other series in the same plane, they should have done secret boss battles or instead like, hey, in order to get this costume, you have to beat this boss or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then it would be worth your money, actually, instead of just slapping on pieces of clothing, right?
That's gaming in the 2010s for you.
Yeah.
But also, I hate to be that guy, but why? Well, I mean, we did kind of mention this. This is kind of what you were talking about, but why haven't we gotten like any Persona 1 and 2 spin-offs yet?
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. At the concert, one of the songs they played was Knights of the Holy Lands, and I don't think anyone saw that coming. But it's like,
I didn't. Okay, I was listening to it. Like I heard that, and I heard the OG Velvet Room from Persona 1. So I'm like what?
Like, does this mean we're gonna be getting some Persona 1 and 2 stuff? But no, we didn't.
Yeah, I was. Well,
it's like, hey everyone, we're not giving you any Persona 1 and 2 spin-offs, but we played a song, so we're not forgetting about it completely.
Here's what I think, and this is just wishful thinking, basically. the reason why they probably played those two things because they're like hinting. I was like, hey, we got something for these two games, so we're probably gonna splurge about it at a later date. But here, have some dancing games and a fucking Persona Q2. So it's whatever. And the fucking like the hat or the logo for PQ2 looks like Odyssey. Looks like the Mario Odyssey hat.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I was the first one to notice that, but like it looked really fucking familiar. So.
Oh yeah, kind of unrelated, but Sonic Forces is getting Persona 5 DLC.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, hey, that's that's a thing.
And it's also coming to the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch versions.
You could finally buy a piece of Persona 5 on the Xbone. Same.
Well, the arena games did come to 360, so...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, Switch is like, hey, it's a fucking meme, but it's whatever. I don't think Persona 5 would even make it to the Switch, even though people are like, oh, this needs to be on the Switch. I'm like, it's not going to be on the Switch because they've made a contract with Sony that all Persona games are going to be on there. Like, well, you can argue the fact Persona Q, but Persona Q is like something out of the plane. So I don't think. Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting a little off topic here. That was only supposed to be a brief conversation.
Okay. Well, whatever. Like, we got some thoughts out. Let's move on to what's the next thing?
Deep Strange Journey stuff.
Oh yeah, Strange Journey Redux.
Strange Journey I gotta get used to calling it that.
Well, here's the thing. Deep Strange Journey sounds fucking stupid, but it works. It's like something that's ingrained in our muscle memory at the moment. Everybody calls it DSJ.
Do you think it sounds better than Strange Journey Redux?
Yes, it does, because I fucking hate calling it SJR because I want to call it DSJ because DSJ sounds better, even though it sounds stupid to majority. But even then, it's whatever. It's Japanese. It's not supposed to make any sense.
What would you call it?
I'd call it DSJ, Deep Strange Journey. Like that's the thing. Like, hey, let us know in the comments what you'd like to call the Strange Journey remaster bullshit. Either DSJ or SJR. Which one sounds better?
Well, I meant my question was like if you could just pick a name for it, what would you have called it?
I don't fucking know. Dude, I can't think of any creative names on the top of my head. Like Strange Journey featuring
Alex from
Persona 4. From the Persona 4 series. No, featuring Eiji Yukiko from the Persona 4 series.
From the Persona 4 series.
Hey, Persona 4 is its actual fucking series now because of the amount of goddamn titles that's within that one game.
Yeah, and all the Persona games before it are just fan games.
Basically, like don't worry. Everybody knows Persona started at 3. Hey, ha 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 ha! Funny joke. No, it's not funny.
Okay, but yeah, we got some news on Strange Journey Redux or Deep Strange Journey, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna call it Deep Strange Journey.
So the sample track list has been released, and like, if I don't know, I don't have the list. I'm gonna look for it. But yeah, basically the whole track list for like what comes in that huge special edition Strange Journey Redux box, whatever it says, 25th anniversary memorial box has the Maniacs art book, which includes a lot of the from SMT1 to SMT for Apocalypse and Strange Journey. Like, they have all like the information, the pre-order bonuses that they had in the past, the DDS Net membership card, and the SMT tarot cards. I was like, why didn't you re-release those things? Like, that would have been a nice way to celebrate the 25th anniversary, but hey, whatever.
Exactly.
Do whatever you want.
Well, we'll be lucky to even get this edition in North America.
Probably, but even then, I highly doubt because,
I mean, it's
hey,
not.
Atlas USA doesn't.
They don't even
Atlas.
want to dub the game.
I mean, we don't know yet. That could probably change, but at the same time,
I'd say the chances are 50-50.
yeah, it's like, hey, chances are they do it, and they do a fucking dub. I'd be great. That'd be great. However, I don't want them to overprice this game because if they do, then that just shows that you're not having confidence in your title. But even then, if they need the money, they might as well. You can. I think Apocalypse dropped really quickly within the first few months.
Yeah, it
to
did.
like it became a $30 game rather than a $50 game, and I bought it for like almost 70 CAD when it came out. And I was a dumbass because I could have waited like a couple months and then bought the game and have the exact same edition too, because they were price dropping the launch edition.
Exactly. Well, I don't think it helped that the game launched at $50 rather than $40.
Exactly,
In
and I was like,
US
who
dollars in Canadian, it's like 70.
who at Atlas thought that was a good idea? Trust me, like I didn't think that. Like, you're overcharging for a handheld game. Typically, 3DS games go for what, 40 to 50-ish?
It's
like
just
40,
here they're all
45?
40.
I mean, here
You-
it's like 45, 50. Well, no, actually, with 50, it's usually $45. Then tax, it's like 50. Then over here, it was like $60 with tax, almost came up to 70. But anyways,
ridiculous.
sorry, we're going off topic. But anyways, we got the track list here. Basically includes most of the SMT1 soundtrack and SMT2 soundtracks. You have your sound relation disc, which has orchestrated versions of select themes from the SMT games. You have the original version, which it has. Yeah. Original version, I believe, refers to. Oh wait, SMT2 original version. Okay, that's just the regular soundtrack. And then you have the rearranged stuff, which is the previews that they kept uploading to their Twitter. They pretty much got some. Yeah, they pretty much got some guest artists to do rearranges of the select tracks. Like, these are like a few select of them. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more, but hey, I'm totally like great with all this stuff. Like the whole rearranged stuff with what was it, the recent one that Shoji Meguro did with Tokyo, the Tokyo map theme. That was pretty cool. I loved it. Like, it was beautiful the way he rearranged it. And everybody like was amazed to hear that. But yeah, that's pretty much like. Hopefully, we do get this edition. I really think Atlas USA, if they do decide to skip this, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't bring this to the West. Like this, but this plus with pretty much some good marketing could probably spark an interest. Like, honestly, if it's set up right. Like, you don't have to localize it as soon as you get the game. You can probably just wait until like Dx2 comes out in the West, right? Which we're gonna talk about later on.
Mm-hmm.
But Dx2, the Android game, and basically put up some promotions or ads or whatever for Strange Journey Redux, and then people will be inclined to buy it. You know, try out some marketing things. Which I feel like Apocalypse didn't have, and it should have had because it would have done well.
Enough.
Yeah. So, hey, but they wanted to localize King of Fighters instead because everybody loves fighting
let's
games.
put all our effort into that.
Yeah, man. So just put all your effort into an IP you don't even know. I'm still salty about that, but I know it was a business decision. Trust me, I know the heart that was a business decision. That's a stone cold truth. But anyways, go back on topic.
But yeah, that's another thing that we got was the Deep Strange Journey opening.
Oh yeah, well,
I mean, we got it we got it before, but we still want to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll talk about it. Let's get it out of the way. So, Deep Strange Journey opening basically was your PV2 trailer, but extended. It had like the full, like, this was actually going to be the opening for the game. So when you boot up the game, this would be the first thing you see. Honestly though, because I heard from somebody else that the animation is done by the same person who did the God Eater animation. I'm like,
Oh, I haven't played God Eater.
I haven't played it either, but honestly, I was like, I looked at the animation. It's okay.
Well, Patrick over here would be getting hella triggered right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's the one who told me. So, it's just, and I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, I like the animations, fine. Like, I don't like it. People say, hey, it looks like shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're pretty much breathing life into a game that's been 2D for a long time. So seeing a switch from 2D to 3D is really nice. It also throws on expressions for the characters in the game, like Jimenez and Zelenin. Like in the opening, they kind of, because the openings, and here's the thing. This is a funny thing I've seen on comment sections. I'm like, they're spoiling the game with this opening. Like, what's the point in buying it? I was like, well, the game has been out for a while now.
It's a 10-year. Although one thing I would like to address about the opening is that it did, like, at the end of the opening, it did show some stuff, like New York getting attacked by demons, and then Japan. So does that mean that wasn't in the original game? So does that mean we're gonna get some new content?
Hey,
like an epilogue.
Hey, I mean, I'm just gonna go on a whim and say, hey, this is probably a part of Alex's arc, in a sense. Like, I feel like Alex is gonna be like that same. Like, she looks minor now. Like, she's a minor character. Everybody's like, hey, like, Alex is just a fucking shitty insert character, and she's probably not gonna contribute anything to, like. But here's the thing: we don't fucking know anything about it yet. Like, she appearing is whatever. Like, we know she's a character. She's minor. She wants to fuck up the protagonist somehow. Like, you're gonna get killed. Like, here's the thing. I was watching one of the other gameplay things. This was like before TGS. There was another gameplay thing that released for Deep Strange Journey. But basically, what they did, I thought it was a fiend battle, but I feel like it was a scripted battle. It could be a scripted battle, mind you, but I felt like it was a fiend battle at the time. So, like, when you were traversing through the new dungeon, that featured Demeter and I think Anahita, I believe, is in the same dungeon. I don't know. But anyways, going through the dungeon, Alex shows up nowhere, starts attacking the protagonist. Protagonist eats shit, and then apparently, according to the dude who was playing the game at the time, I forget the guy. Was it Ishida?
Something
I forget.
Like that.
Ishida, the director or whatever, the main guys behind the game was playing or was explaining, and the app. So the app pretty much, you could equip it, and if the main protagonist were to die, you could the demons would fend off the rest of the battle, kind of like how they did in the modern SMT games with SMT4 and SMT4 Apocalypse. So yeah, and you could escape from the battle too. So I'm like, how can you? So I was like, even if it's a scripted battle, let's say it's a scripted battle, you're saying that we'll be able to escape from major boss battles. Like, let's say, like, I'm fighting Zeus and SJR, and like I'm starting to eat shit, I can escape from it. Because that basically looks like if that Alex battle is a scripted battle, then that means we can escape from scripted battles. Which would be really stupid, because that would totally defeat the whole purpose of, getting, killed or learning how a certain a certain boss uses its moves. But if the Alex battle turns out to be like a fiend battle where she just shows up out of nowhere and starts attacking you, and you can escape from it, it's fine. But I feel like that's 100% scripted. But yeah, going back on topic with the whole Alex thing, like, that's all we know. That she's out there, she's gonna kill you, and that's it. And the thing is, I like it how they're keeping it quiet because it gives us something to look forward to Strange Journey Redux rather than knowing about it beforehand and what her intentions are. Like, we know one intention, we don't know the rest. But knowing that, we have some untapped information that they're reserving for release is great. Makes the game even worth buying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what are your thoughts on it, though?
Well, I was just gonna like there have been a lot of people complaining that they're just re-releasing a game from the last generation. Like certain people in our group that are complaining that they're putting their resources into remastering the DS games and not making a new game. But I'm like, they're adding new content to it, and it's a way for people that haven't played those games before to get invested in the franchise.
The way I see it is like, hey, Atlas is just gonna be like, I'm gonna give you Strange Journey Redux to hold off until we're finished our main course. The main course being Switch Megami.
We do know we're getting Switch Megami Tensei.
Yeah, we know that's a brand new game. That's a brand new smacking game. That's for sure gonna be a bad. If that turns out to be Nocturne HD, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. But hey. Besides the point, I don't think it's gonna be because we got Odin. We got our boy Odin, and he's coming back. I don't think they're gonna make Apocalypse HD. I just feel like this is gonna be a completely new game. Other than that, Strange Journey Redux. This is solely a business decision and plus it's one of the DS games that haven't been re-released or remastered since like we had Overclocked, we had Record Breaker, we had Soul Hackers too. Soul Hackers was a nice addition as well. Yeah, it's like that was the only game that was left in the DS family, the DS SMT family, to get a remaster. And I thought it was an okay decision because, hey, they're putting in modern SMT elements from SMT4. So you can literally play Strange Journey just like you would play SMT4.
Right.
So that's a good thing. And that also includes a lot of beginner features, a lot of, replayability. Like, people will be more inclined to replay Strange Journey Redux than the actual base vanilla game, because the base vanilla game, it's good. It's not that good though. Like, trust me, it has a lot of archaic features, like skill inheritance. Like, it's random. In Strange Journey Redux, you can choose your skills that you want to pass over.
That is such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, like exactly.
When you take the test, you can go for a strength build, and it can be the complete opposite of what you're trying to get.
Exactly. I think in this game we got randomly distributed stats, but I think you can set it to where you can distribute them yourself. I don't know.
Well,
but hey, if you have the option to do so.
At the same time, being able to distribute your stats however you want kind of makes the game too easy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like in SMT4, you'd see those playthroughs from YouTubers that play SMT games, like Sir Lionheart and Johnny Awesome. They pour all their stats into magic, so they're doing 5 times as much damage as their demons.
Exactly. Hey, it's whatever. You want to play the game that certain way, that's fine. But distribution, okay. I personally didn't I think with the whole SMT4 Apocalypse thing, choosing what you want or what build you're going with is gonna break the game for you, which is why I went luck build in fucking Apocalypse. I was like, hey, I'm not gonna be one of those guys who's like, hey, I'm gonna go magic build and I'm maybe gonna put some agility on the side. I was like, nah, I went full luck. And then I was like, I posted it online. There's someone who asked me, "What can someone explain to me? What's the point of going all luck?" I was like, I think it affects your critical rate or something. I didn't really care. I just wanted to do it for the
I'm pretty sure it affects your critical rate and your evasion rate, but that's it.
Hey, I just wanted to do it for the meme, okay?
It's because John Harden told you to.
Yeah, you did actually, because on the Reddit post, I was like, not going luck build. I was like, okay, I'll go fucking luck build for you, boy. I'll do it just for you. Do it for you. Okay. But yeah, that was a meme. Uh, Other than like the whole like archaic things, it just brings the game to life. Like you've got the whole Atlas design team doing the portraits and everything. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the art. We know Kaneko's dead. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People who worship Kaneko, I'm sorry. He's dead. You got to get that in your head right now. He's not coming back. There's no buts or ifs. He's not coming back. There's fresh blood in the Atlas kitchen now. He stepped down. He's supervising the shit. Get that out of the way. And if you think, hey, this whole new artist thing is ruining Strange Journey, like, okay, the only problem I have with characters is probably Gore because he looks like a milk dud. But other than that, everybody looks fine. Everybody looks fine. I can get past Gore being looking like a milk dud, but whatever. Just be appreciative. Be appreciative that you're getting this game. I'd say if you want to support Atlas, this is the way to do it. Like, even if you think, hey, Strange Journey Redux is an unneeded remake, we don't need it. I really think it is needed because, hey, I dreamt of seeing Strange Journey being fully voice acted. Like, that was the one game I wanted fully voice acted because the characters had so much life in them, actually. Like, I really like the way Jimenez talked to me during situations. Like, I totally wish this was voice acted because I wanted to know what this fuck was reacting like,
Yeah.
That's the thing. When I was playing Strange Journey over like three two times, like, it was honestly a great experience. I said to myself, I wish this was voice acted, and hey, it happened. But hopefully we're getting the English dub. If Atlas USA is not gonna do it, I'm like, bro, you're giving EO an English dub. EO is nicher than SMT.
Exactly. I mean, SMT is Atlas's flagship franchise.
Like, from a business standpoint, that doesn't fucking make any sense. Like, unless EO is getting surging really popular over here, and like, I don't know about it. I was like, when did EO get popular? Like, I have no offense to EO fans because EO, like, hey, you need all the attention you can get. Like, trust me, you're an untapped gem. That's how EO is. Like, SMT on the other hand, we've got zealous fans. We're ignorant as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. Like, the whole fucking fan base is ignorant as fuck. Even I am
too.
Like, we're entitled fucks.
I mean, why couldn't we get Persona 1 and 2 spin-off games at that concert, as we were talking about?
Exactly, we're entitled fucks, okay? Trust me. Like you EO fans are, like, pretty much like babies in comparison to the SMT Persona fans. Even though we have this stupid divide in the goddamn community that still doesn't make any fucking sense. But hey, it's whatever. We're living life, right? We're living life. I'm totally getting off topic here. I'm sorry. How many minutes are we in?
Like 30. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this around an hour and a half.
Okay.
So let's just get on to the next topic.
Let me shut up now. Okay.
We'll just briefly talk about the next one. It's the Deep Strange Journey Demon voting pool. It's basically a Twitter pool where you can vote for your favorite demons in Deep Strange Journey.
Yeah. So, all the if you've been following the Mega 10 Atlas Twitter, most of you have. I'm pretty sure every SMT fan has been following that.
Except me, I don't use Twitter, even though I probably should.
You should, by the way, because I created a Heretic Mansion account, a Twitter account, so you better log into that shit, boy.
Okay.
Anyways, going back on topic, the Twitter always updates. They send out updates about what demons have been added. So they will add like the demon portraits to their website. And I think they did this for the demon voting poll. So pretty much when you go on, you click the DSJ vote, select the demon you want. I selected Vishnu, and pretty much it will open up a new window in Twitter telling you to tweet this out and retweet whatever. Yeah, that's how you vote for it. I forget what the vote does. It's on the Persona Essential thing.
We'll put a link to the article in the description.
Yeah. But basically, I think it has to. I mean, this is what I'm thinking, but I don't think I don't think it's in the article. But I'm thinking the amount of votes we vote for the one demon or whatever demon's gonna come on top, that demon's probably gonna get a redesign, or it's gonna have like maybe something special. I don't know yet. They have until what? Until the October to finalize and start printing copies.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. I think that they should have enough time to add shit in before they finally release it. But yeah. I think that's a good way. It was similar. This is kind of like similar to last year, how Apocalypse, where he had to retweet to break the fucking website, and realize, oh, SMT4 final, what the fuck's that? Right? And then you retweeted to like to what? Lucifer, Merkaba, and Krishna, pretty much unveiling stuff on the website and what it's going to be about. This is kind of similar to that in a sense. Which was really fun, by the way. I thought that shit was fun. I didn't know why they didn't use that marketing tactic over here in the West. But that's probably because, hey, resources and, of course, running the Twitter 24/7, blah, blah, blah. Atlas USA probably didn't give a fuck to even do that. So
probably. But yeah, that's it for Deep Strange Journey. The next and probably the biggest announcement the biggest thing that we saw at Tokyo Game Show was Dx2, which
Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shin Megami Tensei Dx2. I don't know why it's called Dx2. But it's a gacha game. It's an SMT gacha game.
Yeah.
I don't know if gacha game is the proper term, but it's a mobile game.
It probably might as well be gacha, because at the same time, if they're planning to put microtransactions in, it might as well be a gacha game.
Although they didn't show that at Tokyo Game Show, but I mean,
no,
it's
they
a
didn't.
mobile game.
They didn't. They just showed the mechanics and how whatever.
Hopefully they're not doing a Deus Ex Mankind Divided with it.
Well, I'm pretty impressed with DX2 Shin Megami Tensei.
It looks great.
The fact that they're going all out with these assets here is really good. They're showing off the 3D models. It's pretty much their answer to Pokemon Go in a sense. They have the VR option, and then you have your static option too, where you could just play normally. The character designs, people, I don't know. People were like, "Hey, this doesn't look Mega 10 at all." I was like, I don't care if it looks Mega 10 at all. It's supposed to be a fucking mobile game. Like, holy crap, you're catering to the casual audience of 2017. You're gonna expect them to have designs from like the 90s. Like, you're gonna have like the main protagonist dress up like Kyoji Kusunoha from like Devil Summoner and have this like weird ass hair. Be like, hey, that doesn't look anime at all. That looks like an Elvis Presley fuck or something. And then, I don't know if Japanese people would say that, but I'm just saying, hey, we're in 2017. The running thing is that characters need to look cute for people to actually play it. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing in Japan. Like
Fate Grand Order.
But hey, it's a fucking mobile game. Nobody's gonna play it if you got some edgy dude on the cover and it's like, hey, this looks like a crappy game. I'm not gonna download it. But
I mean, Fate Grand Order people were like, I mean, I don't know how the game works, but I know people were trying really hard to get that Nero in a swimsuit thing.
Again, stupid shit like that sells.
Exactly.
If SMT can do the same thing, they'd be rolling in all the cash.
Putting a miss in a swimsuit. There you go. And make it loot box only. Make it supply drop only.
Oh my god. That'd be so weird though. Seeing like an older character. Like I don't even think that would be a thing though. I feel like what they could do with DX2 is have like, in Heroes you have these banners where you could fight to get the unit or whatever. But hey, like let's say they have like a Demi-Fiend banner and where you have to fight the Demi-Fiend with a bunch of other demons. Like you squared off with him, right? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because
it would be.
You'd be showing off other characters from other SMT IPs. Like it'd be digital too because it would be like an augmented reality bullshit where it's like, hey, this guy kind of teleported here. He wants to fucking fight you. Bang, 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 bang. Right, whatever. So that'd be cool. The way I look at it, I feel like DX2 has a lot of potential business-wise and gameplay-wise. I feel like this would be a great way to promote SMT as a whole because then Atlas can use this as a standpoint to say, hey, that maybe fans want to see SMT if, or maybe fans want to see SMT 1 or whatever. It gives Atlas an overview of what is to come for the SMT series, and I think this is the best way to do it.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily mean SMT is dead. It's just SMT is trying to catch up with the times because here, I understand that SMT is a mythological driven game. It's supposed to have serious themes, unlike Persona, where Persona more so is anime tropey, whatever. I don't care. They're both anime, by the way. They're both anime. Like I don't care what your standpoint is. SMT is anime. Persona is anime. That's
right.
it. Like they just want to catch up with the times here. That's the way I see it.
I mean, you look at like some of the original designs for the old SMT games. They look pretty. They look like straight out of an anime from the 80s. Like artwork.
If you look at the SMT uniforms, I'm like, that shit looks funky AF. I like it though. I like it. But yeah, like, we need to catch up with the times here. This is why, and people shit talk Doi too, because they're like, oh, Doi's design doesn't follow the mythology, and, he's trying to, change the actual original source, to appeal to the casual audience.
Oh, yeah. In our SMT 4 Apocalypse episode, Jeff was ranting about Mermaid's design in it.
Honestly, I didn't really care. Trust me, Mermaid's design, I was like, go ahead. You want to see an almost naked lolly mermaid? Fine with me. It's not supposed to be real, and it's a demon, so I'm not gonna give a shit. Trust me. If it's gonna appeal to others, so be it. If they're gonna buy the game just to see a mermaid, so be it.
Yeah.
If that's a business tactic they want to go with, and it's gonna bring in numbers, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah. SMT is not making the same numbers as Persona. You might as well try and do some things to make it, make the numbers go up a little bit.
Yeah.
And Doi designing what was Odin, and then I saw on was a Tumblr post. Trust me, I respect this guy's opinion. I forget the guy's name, but he was saying about how Odin looked so superhero. He looked like a tokusatsu superhero. He looks like the Ultraman dude. But he's talking serious, so it's it really gives he's not intimidating. I was like, he looked pretty intimidating. Trust me, even though he looked like a Ultraman or whatever, he looked pretty intimidating. Plus, you had the owl and you had the one eye, whatever. Like the mythology was still there. It was still there. Like, trust me, I didn't have a problem with it. If anything, I was actually impressed because I was like, hey, I like tokusatsu. I like Odin. I'm a simple man. I see tokusatsu. I like.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the new designs that we've been getting for Deep Strange Journey, they look pretty good, especially Odin.
Oh, are you talking about Zeus?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my! How did I? It's Odin. I meant Zeus, but Odin's got Odin in Apocalypse that also has a great design.
Yeah, Zeus. Oh boy, Zeus is like. I think Zeus is gonna get the same. Odin, but anyways, I'm not bothered by it because Zeus actually works because of his mythology and the fact that he looks like Kamen Rider W, Fang, Joker. Trust me, I watched Kamen Rider back in 2010, not 2010. 2012. I watched it in 2012. I thought it was pretty good. Like like, trust me, watch Kamen Rider W by just did. It's a really good show in my. But hey, I think that's. I don't think it was intended. But but if it was, I was like, Doi, you cheeky bastard! I know you did this on purpose.
But,
And then you had Amon. Amon's pretty good. Amon's actually closer to its original design.
yeah.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's.
So, yeah.
But yeah, but art aside, I mean, the graphics for the game also look great. Like, the dungeon design reminds me a lot of Nocturne.
Yeah, the dungeon design. Holy fuck, that's beautiful. I looked at it and I was like, dungeon crawling in a mobile game. That's genius. I thought it was like, at first maybe people would think, oh, it's stupid. You have to touch to go in the dungeon. It's not like EO dungeon crawling. I don't care if it's not EO dungeon crawling. Like this looks pretty nice because you have a 3D plane, and you're pretty much playing like old Tensei. Like this is an actual SMT game on the mobile,
Exactly.
and you have 3D models. I'm like, who wouldn't play this? Like you'd be like, this is like every single SMT fan's dream, or any Mega 10 fan's dream. And I want to bring up the fact that since this is on a mobile platform, it's on a platform that everybody owns.
Right.
So you are gonna get Persona fans who don't know shit about the SMT series playing this because the personas that appear in there are the demons.
There's no Persona
from
mobile
SMT.
game.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a win-win. And I feel like it's going to bring the SMT brand to the forefront in terms of the mobile market. And if it hits the Play Store top 10 apps or whatever, then great. Because if it says, hey, this is the new Pokemon Go, like you see how Pokemon Go blew up like on the media. If Dx2 SMT were to do the same thing or maybe get up to that certain point, that'd be great. That'd be great to make brand awareness in a.
Right.
Yeah. The dungeon.
Yeah. Speaking of SMT on mobile, the iOS version of SMT1 is not compatible with iOS 11.
Let me just Good job, Fatless.
I don't think it's Well, it's partially Fatless's fault because they don't have any plans on updating it, but it's also Apple's fault for not making the apps backwards compatible.
Either take it Apple or Atlas. They're okay. Apple. Don't get me started on Apple. This is why Android is a superior OS, okay? Because
I don't want to get into the whole Android versus Apple argument.
Yeah, I know. But whatever. Like, I think the same apps were also released on Android, Japanese Android market. So like you had SMT1 on it. It's just that you couldn't access it because it's behind a fucking region wall. Um, they should have done. They should have brought over the Android version instead because that could have been like a fallback for people too. It'd be nice, but like when I heard iOS, I was like, nah, like, and the game was like almost like $20 when I looked on the, like, because my sister has an iPhone, so I looked on it. I was like, oh, this thing is like almost $10. Was it? Did I say 20? I think it was 10. But yeah.
Okay, what were we talking about?
Dx2. We had finished talking.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to edit something out. My sweet mate went into the bathroom taking a shower, and he has to play shitty rap music whenever he does it.
Same. All right. So, yeah. So DX2, we were talking about the dungeon.
Yeah,
How
the dungeon design. It looks great.
Yeah, it looks great. Trust me. Like the game is gonna be doing well. Also that VR. The VR looks. I don't think I'd be using that feature a lot, but I feel like that feature is for like people who have the, those Samsung VR headsets that you slide your phone into.
Yeah.
I feel like it's that. I feel like it's just that.
Yeah, something like that.
So something that VR feature, not necessarily like something like Pokemon. Maybe like something.
The VR part surprised me too.
Yeah. So I really.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can't really say much for it other than good. I can't wait to try it. I think it's gonna do well. I really think people should not complain about the character designs because I forgot to mention the character done by the dude who does Ace Attorney. I forget his name. Let me just pull it up here. Ace. All right. Character designer is not Kazuya Nuri. It was the other dude. Let me just check. Do. Yeah, well, it could be. Actually, it could be Kazuya. Never mind. But it's probably that person. But even then, whatever, in the Ace Attorney, I think there was two characters. It's either one of the did the designs for DX2, which look fine to me. I don't have a problem. It's a generic character. I don't think you should really care.
Yeah. But
Also, modern day Tokyo. Come on. It's supposed to be with the time.
yeah.
If you're expecting some fuck with long ass hair, an old ass and like robes and stuff, I'm like, nah, you're not gonna get that. Not in 2017.
Yeah, not in the current year.
Not in the current year. I mean, I should just say current year. But I like saying 2017.
But yeah, the last that's really all. Those are really all my thoughts on DX2. Although the last thing I want to talk about is the possibility of it getting released in North America.
Yeah, well, they'd be fucked if they didn't release it. Like, trust me, the business potential is
There's
great.
a lot of money to be had. Because I was watching the stream on YouTube the other night, and a bunch of people were commenting saying like these people are getting hyped over a game that's not gonna come out in North America. I'm like, I'm sure it will. What do you think it's not gonna come out in North America?
I think
You just said it would.
it will, just because I feel like it's okay. It'd be stupid if they didn't release it here,
Right.
in my opinion. Like it has so much business potential. Like there's so many things they could do with this IP and then get it out there, get it be on the top charts of apps and stuff.
I mean,
Because apps are
it was Americans that started the mobile gaming market, basically.
yeah. So I mean, if they didn't, then well, they're lost in my opinion.
Yeah. But I mean, I want to get it because I want to play this game.
So yeah, same here. I'm probably gonna download because APK. Anything else to talk about? I think we had something.
Well,
else
actually,
about.
there is one more thing, and that's the Megaton featurette.
Oh yeah, the Megaton featurette that happened on the same day, on the second, or was it the second or third day? I can't remember. Probably the third day. But anyways, Megaton featurette basically had Mafia Kajita and his clan pretty much playing the SMT, like from SMT1 all
Yeah.
SMT4 Apocalypse.
They were even playing SMT9.
Yeah, they played SMT9. I was really surprised, bro. You're actually playing SMT9.
They remember. Can you release that game over here? That would be great.
I really wish that we had some way of actually playing SMT9. I really feel like if they update the Xbox One X to play all games, like region, like all the way to like Xbox One vanilla days, where you had like, well, I mean, it was, hey, if they're claiming that their console's region free, then there shouldn't be a problem.
Yep.
But hopefully they release that. I'll go out and buy an Xbox One X just to fucking play it. I will do that if they do
The Xbox
if
One
they do
is free
add
to
that
free,
feature.
and original Xbox compatibility is coming to it, but the problem is Microsoft has to add them one at a time.
Yeah.
So it's pretty unlikely. Although if we could get like a remastered version on the Xbox Live Arcade or something, that would be kind of nice. It's unlikely, but do it for us.
Do it for the Americans who want to actually play the game.
All two of them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at this Xbox One emulator. Sorry, not Xbox One. The fucking or Xbox original. The original Xbox.
The original Xbox One.
Yes. So I'm looking at the commits on the GitHub, and they're doing fine. It's just that at least that they have out there is not like the best thing. It's not stable. It doesn't. A piece of trash, basically.
Well, an emulator is something that takes a long time to make.
Yeah. I mean, look at PS3. Like that emulator. Holy shit! That just came out of nowhere. Like I remember when that emulator just man. Now it's a full blown GUI with a plethora of options.
Right.
So the times have changed. Like, hey, if you think an emulator is dead, don't say that, because there's probably some dude still working on it from the day it was unveiled, and it's probably still working on it today.
Right.
So there's that.
Right. So anything else you would like to talk about? I think that's all the Megaton related news.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, actually, I kind of wanted to wait till the next episode to do this, but I figured I'd just mention it now. Quantum Devil Saga Volume 2 is now out in English.
Oh wait, is it released in on Amazon right now?
Yeah, it's only in hardback, but they're trying to get the paperback and the digital versions up, but the hardback version is available on Amazon. I'll actually have a link to it in the description.
All right. Sounds good. Now is a paperback expensive in comparison?
The hardback is expensive. Paperback is
Okay,
cheaper.
okay. Well, I mean, it's only for if you want it for like
It's
a collection.
$24.
You can
So
probably
if you're dying to have it, then then I'd suggest you buy the hardback version. But if not, I just wait for the paperback version.
Yeah, for the digital. But even then, like if you can get that on your Kindle, you're good.
Yeah.
Get
Kindle
the
version's gonna
Kindle
be
and
the
then maybe
cheapest.
invest into the what is it called? Invest into the paperback or whatever, the hard copy
Yeah.
later
Do it
on
to
if you
support
want
the
to.
the company and the translator.
Yeah, exactly. Like those two books. That's basically what DDS was supposed to be like. But like you were
It's the
saying before, she got
original.
sick, and of
It's
course,
the original uncensored Digital Devil Saga story. Because like I said,
yeah.
the
So
writer got sick, so she was absent for a lot of the game's development.
yeah, which is sad, but hey, it happens. Life happens.
Yeah, and it took her 10 years to finish the whole series of novels. I mean, these novels have been out in Japan for a while.
Yeah.
It's just now they're getting translated. In fact, it was because I remember when the first volume came out. That was 3.5 years ago. But anyway, we'll save the rest for the next episode. All right, so Ant, anything else you want to talk
Yeah.
about?
That's pretty much it. I'm like pretty much burnt out on what I want to say at the moment. So, yeah.
All right. Well, that's as always. This has been the Heretic Mansion. Oh yeah, actually, before we sign off, I just want to say there aren't going to be any questions this episode because this was kind of a we've been coming back from a 1.5 hiatus, but we'll be sure to answer questions from the Facebook group in the next episode. So,
Yeah. Well, here, like, well,
might
when
ask
we'll
on the
do
Phantom.
questions when we can, but like,
Might ask on the
yeah,
Phantom Thief page too.
yeah. If you want to, go ahead.
All right. Okay. So, anyways, as always, thank you guys for listening. This has been Heretic Mansion, and we will see you later.
See ya.